Hi viewers, it's Dr. Ahmad from London Medical Anesthetics, and today I will be talking about a product recently launched in the UK industry called Plenhyage XL. Plenhyage XL was initially launched in 2015 by Bioformula Italy in collaboration with IRA Scientific Research Institute. It has now been relaunched in the market and it is called Plenhyage XL. IRA has a vast experience in scientific research and analysis. It's been working for the last 41 years, and because of the strong scientific and research background, it's very reassuring that a product produced in collaboration with IRA and Bioformula Italy is a very good product which can be safely used for the betterment of our clients. Plenhyage is a polymerized polynucleotide. Polynucleotides have been known to us for the last many years. We initially became aware of them in 1986, and since then there have been a lot of research done on these polynucleotides. There are about 90 different scientific articles, and there have been about 3 dozens of randomized clinical trials, including polynucleotides, which show us how they work and how effective they can be. Now let's see how these polynucleotides work. These polynucleotides cause a regenerative process by activation of the fibroblast in the cell and thus laying production of new collagen and elastin, improving the skin texture and the tone. They also protect our cells from the oxidation process and reduces the effect of the inflammation. Polynucleotides have been extensively studied in diabetic patients, and it has been known to us that they do improve the healing process. Now let's see how these polynucleotides are produced. The raw material for these polynucleotides is the wild salmon fish, and this is not an ordinary fish available anywhere. The source of this fish utilized for polynucleotide production is from the Pacific in Alaska. After sourcing the raw material, a patented process is utilized in the laboratories to do the further process in order to get these polynucleotides, and this process is called Purified polynucleotide method. As a result of this method, what we get at the end is a purest form of the fragments of the DNA extracted from the fish. When I say purest form, I mean that there is nothing else included, not even proteins or other fragments of the cells or any lipid material. The beauty of this purified product is that it can be used in people who have allergy to fish, because the allergic reaction is triggered by the proteins, and the proteins have been totally excluded from these polynucleotides. Now let's look at different types of Plenhyage available in the market. There are only two different types available. One is a medium strength and one is a strong strength. The medium strength Plenhyage XL is available in concentration of 40 milligrams per ml, and the strong one is 50 milligram per ml. There are a couple more polynucleotides available in the market, but none of these polynucleotides preparations have strength as high as available in this product called Plenhyage XL. Now let's look at the clinical uses of Plenhyage. Plenhyage, because of its healing and regenerative processes, is very effective in treating different scars. These scars include acne scars, atrophic scars, and scars from the operation. They can also be effectively used to treat the stretch marks because they are also a type of scar. It improves the hydration of the skin tremendously. It is also used in different types of hair loss conditions called including androgenic alopecia areata, or the hair loss in the menopausal period. Polynucleotides, because of this regenerative potential, are being utilized before the hair transplant and also after the hair transplant, so that the hair follicles get the optimal condition to survive. Polynucleotides can also be used before any other processes, for example, laser treatments, thread treatments, or microneedling procedures. I will come to that at the end, how we can combine various aesthetic treatments and get the maximum benefit of these polynucleotides. Now let's see what results we see under the microscope after injecting the polynucleotides. This information comes from various studies which have been done on mice, in healthy mice, and also in mice with some injuries on their skin. Because of the regenerative and the healing processes, there have been very positive changes noticed in the skin under the microscope. Some of the important changes seen under the microscope are proliferation of the new cells, angiogenesis, which means formation of the new blood vessels, formation of the new hair follicles, increase in the density of the collagen and elastin fibers in the dermis layer of the skin, and improvement in the hydration of the skin. All these histological features are studied under the microscope and are a direct result of injections of polynucleotide into the skin. Now let's see how we can use Plenhyage XL in our clinics. Plenhyage XL comes with a needle which is 13 millimeters long, and we can use needles to produce microboluses, microinjection in various parts of the skin where we need the regenerative effect. These microboluses, they settle down within few hours to few days depending on the volume injected and the tissues we inject. For example, on face, these microboluses settle down within few hours, but on areas like decolletage or the neck, they might take 2 to 3 days to completely settle down. We can also use cannula technique, and using the cannula, 22 to 25 gauge cannula, we place this Plenhyage XL just under the skin in a linear fashion. We can also combine the two techniques. For example, placing the Plenhyage XL below the skin or in the subcutaneous layer, and also using the micro bolus technique with a needle. Usually the results are more quicker when we use the microbolus technique with the needle, but it's all up to the clinician how the clinician prefers to use, and it also depends on the condition which is being treated. Now let's see how Plenhyage XL differs from an ordinary skin booster. We know there are numerous skin boosters available in the UK aesthetic market, and most of these boosters are hyaluronic acid or combination of hyaluronic acid with amino acids. Plenhyage XL, on the other hand, does not have any hyaluronic acid, and all it contains is a purified form of polynucleotides. Polynucleotides have a regenerative effect. It does not give any immediate lifting effect like fillers or skin boosters, but the effect tends to grow and build in the following few weeks. The maximum effect after one treatment of polynucleotide comes in 3 to 4 weeks period. Skin boosters, as I've told, are hyaluronic acid or combination of hyaluronic acid with different amino acids or nutrients. They do give some immediate effect due to their filling capability like dermal fillers. Now let's see how we can use Plenhyage XL with other aesthetic treatments. Plenhyage XL, because of its healing and regenerative capabilities, can be effectively combined with many aesthetic treatments, which will enhance the ultimate results. It can be used with majority of the treatments, but we have to make sure that we space out the treatments in a way that the period of regeneration, which is from the polynucleotide effect, does not overlap with the other treatment. For example, we can combine it with a microneedling procedure, but I will not suggest to combine this within 2 weeks. So it has to be 2 weeks apart. Similarly, it can be used before any laser resurfacing treatments, which prepares the skin for that aggressive treatment. It can also be combined with the thread treatment to improve the final outcome. But again, the treatment with the polynucleotide has to be separated from the threads treatment by 2 to 3 weeks. Polynucleotides or Plenhyage XL can also be used with ordinary dermal fillers, but again, I would separate the treatment by at least a month. In the following clip, you will see how this Plenhyage XL can be placed under the skin by using cannula and a needle technique.